name is Musudeen. I am the host of this podcast, and today we have a special guest. Hi, welcome to Live Courageous. My name is Musudeen. I'm your host. Today we have a special guest. She is a nutritionist, a holistic nutritionist. And so she's going to give you value on actually how, and also the myths, okay? We have myths, and then we also have truths regarding nutrition. So what we're going to get today is some good stuff that's going to encourage you to continue or start a path of healthy eating. So we have Dr. Angel Byrd, and she's our guest. She's going to tell you something about herself.
I am Dr. Angel Byrd, and I am the owner of Vibrant Life Wellness Center, and I specialize in the root cause. And that is how most people treat symptoms. I don't want to use the word treat. Mm-hmm. I help and advise people with dealing with the root cause of the things that they're dealing with. And I've been on this journey for probably around about almost 30 years. Mm-hmm. So my mom had her first open heart surgery at 35 and then at 55, and it sent me on this journey. Wow. And it has been phenomenal to see people heal.
Yes, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's information that we don't get just out there in the medical books.
Absolutely not, because it's not in there.
It's not in there, no. And so this is some good stuff. You want to know that we need to tune in, get some paper. I don't know what you need, paper, pen, because this is going to be information that's going to help you, live, And we want to impact our lives. Yeah. And, physical health is good as long as mental health. So we need both. Yes. You're just not one or the other. Some people think, as long as I'm physically able to do things. No, you need your mental health too. So
I always say they're married.
They are married.
And if it's a good marriage, you need them both.
Yes.
And you need them to be operating at the same time on the same level.
For sure. Because what's the use if you have physical and you don't have the mental?
Absolutely.
And that stuff is good. Yeah. So again, we're excited. Get something to write with, and Dr. Byrd is going to tell you everything. We have the myths and we have the truths. Yes. Okay. So we're going to break that down, however, so you can have that information for yourself. So again, we're going to ask Dr. Byrd, what is one thing about food and mental health that most people don't realize?
They don't realize that majority of mental health stems from lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And so think about it. So if I eat sugar all day, refined sugar all day, and then I'm expecting to function in my mental, you're not. Depression, anxiety, all of these things stem from refined sugars and things like that. So if refined sugar is 8 times more addicted than crack cocaine, and we really get on people when they're addicted to meth and crack and all those things, when food addiction is greater than any type of drug you can take. But people don't understand they kill themselves with food just like they kill themselves with drugs and alcohol. And so 90% of serotonin, say in the brain, which is your feel good. And then if you're not eating the right things to help that, guess what? Your gut is your second brain. Yes. So if your gut's messed up, then your mental health is also kind of messed up. And a lot of things that people don't understand, people with gluten sensitivity, in some of our studies, we've shown that schizophrenia is activated by high levels of gluten. That's already laying dormant, but it's not activated until you get older most of the time. And so we found out all of those studies, a lot of our studies, we've shown that kids that are on Ritalin, as soon as we change their diet, they come off their meds.
What do you know?
Because if I'm hyperactive and I'm moving around, what's the cause?
Right.
It's not just happening on its own. And we have been programmed to believe that I need to medicate everyone because that's just the world we live in. Yes. I said it's the number one network marketing in the history of the world, and that is prescription drugs.
For sure.
And so my thought process and my research around that is that if you have poor eating habits and poor gut health, you're normally struggling with some type of form of depression or anxiety or something like that. Wow. I see it all the time.
Wow. That's some good stuff. You guys hear that? So you got to make sure the sugars. Let's cut that back. We have to, again, refine
Sugar is
sugars.
a death trap.
Yes, it's a death trap. And they put it out there, but they don't put it out there to that extent.
Absolutely not. I'll
Not
lose
to
my
that
money.
extent.
I won't make money.
You don't make no money now. And sugars also feed cancer cells.
100%.
So yeah, people don't see that. They don't know that part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. And so you talked about a little bit about anxiety and so depression too. So how do certain foods impact that depression and anxiety, or either or?
Kind of like what we just talked about. It's like, say if I'm a diabetic and I still eat pound cake and I eat it on a regular basis and I just had that drink from McDonald's, we call it diet, and people think that the diet drink doesn't elevate anything, but it really does. And so all of these different chemicals, see, that's what we don't understand, the chemicals imbalance that's in the brain. So once I'm done doing the damage, and then once the chemical imbalance is set off, then here we go down this rabbit hole and down this journey of trying to find the cure, or why am I feeling this way? Why am I so anxious? Why am I so sad? Sugar can make you sad. You see what I'm saying?
Something else.
And we send our children to school every day. Some parents, and they give them dessert for breakfast. What is dessert? Cereal, breakfast bars, those little pop-up tarts. That's all dessert. There is nothing in that that's going to help that kid focus or to be able to maintain in the classroom. Because the moment that sugar spikes, by the time they get ready to start learning, it drop them off. And they're in a place where they no longer can receive or learn, and we're wondering what's happening. But people, they have to be important enough to be addressed.
Wow, that's good information, because again, it's quick foods,
Yes.
Let me give you the Pop-Tart, run out the door, and think, okay, I gave you breakfast, right? We got you for breakfast, but it's damaging those kids.
Oh, it's destroying them, and they're medicating all of them, saying that they have ADHD and all these things. No, they don't.
No.
Take them off of the drug that is causing this, which is sugar, and the fake food and the chemicals and the red food color and the dyes and all the things that's in the food that is destroying their lives. And so we have so many lawsuits right now, and most of them are being won with the red food coloring and the dyes and the different things that's caused these children to just kind of just not function and be successful in their schooling and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, this has been going on for a long time, and this data's been out there,
For
but
a long
people,
time.
I think they ignore it, or I don't know if it's not educated about, or just ignoring it. So this is good information that we're putting out there, and hopefully people will at least take a little bit of that and see what big truths are. That's so
Nothing's hidden now,
Nothing's
so they
hidden.
can go find it.
Yes.
They can find every video there is right now. We're cataloging different ones. We want the lawsuits have been won because of what the damage they've been doing in the marketing that they did for the cereals, and the damage that is done. So nothing is where you can't find it anymore.
Right.
We used to be in the dark, and they can trick us. If you're tricked today, it's because you want to be.
Yes.
Because all things are naked before you.
For sure.
And so you can find whatever you're looking for. And so I just thank God that it's shifting in the naturopathic world and in the functional world, because people are coming to their senses and saying, wait a minute, I've been on high blood pressure for 30 years. Why am I still on it? If the medicine was working and it fixed it, so why are you still doing it?
Right.
And I'm not saying that medication is not for some things, but why are you on blood pressure medicine and statin drugs for 30 years? That means that you are not either willing to do something, or they're not willing to tell you the truth. And we're finding the damage that is being done, how long they've been on it.
Wow. And that's so true.
Yeah.
Because they have other illness that goes along after you diagnosed with hypertension. Then you're going into kidney failure.
There you
and
go.
all the other
All
stuff.
the above.
And not thinking the medication is compounding. Everything is a compound effect.
Yes.
And so if you've been on it for so long, like you said, but they say
if you've been on high blood pressure for 20 years, I guarantee you on 2 or 3 high blood pressure medicine.
sure.
You're not just on one anymore.
For sure.
And the side effects.
Wow. This stuff is powerful, because again, you have to take time to learn your body. That's one. And then want to do something about it, because sometimes people know this, just don't want to do anything about it. And so that's kind of where we wrap into, okay, so we have the truths, and then we have the myths of how we should eat nutritionalist wise. So can you give us some myths that's out there that people just kind of put out there?
One of the ones that I would say is that food has nothing to do with my mental health.
That's a good one.
That has to be the greatest myth, because guess what? If you wasn't born with mental health, then how in the world did you get it?
Right.
Do you see? And it's like, we know trauma plays a role with that, but we also understand lifestyle plays a role with that. And then how do you get sick if you don't put something in your mouth?
True.
And a lot of people don't associate the two. They think, okay, my heart is messed up because it's genetic. No, my mom had 2 bypass open heart surgeries in early 35. And so if it was so genetic, then
you could have had
thank
it by
you.
now.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I have a lifestyle that causes it,
For sure.
like people who may smoke or do drugs or alcohol, those are things that contribute to those things.
Yes.
And people are not looking at those factors. They're just looking at, this is my genetics and I'm going to have high blood pressure or diabetes because my mom or my dad did. That doesn't have to be your story.
No.
And so food plays one of the greatest roles in mental health.
Sure.
And the myth is that it doesn't.
That is terrible. That is terrible. We need to change that. We need to change that.
I could just take some people off of sugar and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So that is a great myth. So, okay, we're going to flip on the other side about the truths. What are the truths about nutrition? We already said some things, but more things out there.
Some people decide that they want to live longer.
For sure.
I hear people say, I think the most harmful and the most selfish thing in the world to say is, we're going to die from something.
Oh, Lord.
I really think that's one of the most, especially if you have a family, one of the most selfish things to say, because you don't have to die like that.
No.
And you don't have to go out with one of your legs being cut off or amputation or something because you're a diabetic.
Right.
That is not a good way to go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I'm gonna go out, I want to go out winning, or something like that. So nutrition, if we had to gauge them, you already know my stance.
Yeah.
So you got God.
Yes.
And then nutrition.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I agree with that
and
one.
And so those two right there is like your lifeline.
For sure.
And I told people the next book that I write is in the making now. It's called Digging Your Own Grave with Your Own Fork.
Ooh,
And
that's a good one.
because guess what? Who killed you?
Yeah.
If it wasn't someone or some abuse or something, if you have diabetes, not type 1, but type 2, and you have hypertension and you have all of these different things, how did it happen? Because right now I've done several case studies on myself, and one of them is where I elevated things and brought them back down.
Oh.
And I did this with a friend of mine, and she's a MD.
Yeah.
And so I took my inflammation markers up.
Oh, wow.
I took my A1C up, just to show people that based on what I ate, I can elevate it and I can control it. And then after we did the study, I took it and brought it right back down.
Wow.
And I was able to do that. I did that with no medication. I did it only through food.
That's amazing.
So if I can do that just in a study to myself, people are eating every day, and I don't know what people ate today. I don't know what you ate today.
For sure.
But if you told me, I can say, oh, I guarantee your blood sugar was spiked.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so I don't understand how donuts and danishes and muffins became breakfast when it's dessert.
Yes.
And then
it's not even a good dessert.
It's not even a good dessert. And so I think about the different levels of how marketing have tricked us. They say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your body don't know the difference.
No.
When you eat it, all it knows is it's food. And so, but what they do, they cause you to overbuy and to overeat when the human body should not be eating that much. And it's like 4 times in a day, that's too much. Your digestive system don't even know and don't understand that. Why didn't you wait for me to break this down? And you're already giving me something else.
Oh, no.
And so we way overeat. I probably eat twice a day.
Yeah.
And sometimes once.
Yeah.
And it's like, I became even healthier when I started those principles.
That's interesting. Because they tell you need to eat 4 times a day to increase your metabolism.
Okay.
Are
Are you working out? Are you moving? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are you moving?
Right.
If you're moving, you're already doing that.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And if the body, you're a nurse, you know, it's the digestive system.
Yeah.
How long does it take something to break down? If it takes 4 to 5 hours for me to break down my first meal, why am I eating in 2 hours?
Yes, that doesn't make sense. And then they tell you to do little meals. And
Yeah,
yes,
all of that.
I think a lot of the data is just out there so they can make more money.
Yeah.
And so people can just buy more things.
Thank you.
So people can eat more
Another
things.
gadget, another scheme, another something.
Yes.
But they've used our food for all the above.
That's so true.
Yeah,
That
because I have one client that was a type 2 diabetic, and the numbers were almost 700 glucose numbers, and his A1C was like a 12. And I got a phone call concerning him all the way from a whole nother state. And the doctors told him, and everyone told him, it was impossible, that his A1C pretty much, and you're going to be on medication forever. In 3.5 months, he is no longer a diabetic, and he's off of all his medications working with me. So that's a lie. And I just went to an appointment on last Friday with my niece. Hers is an 8.9. And they said, the question, I have it recorded. The question was, to the nurse, so do you think she'll be a diabetic forever? She said, absolutely. I said, do you plan on keeping her on medication forever? For sure. She said, yeah. I said, so we can't change that? She said, not really. That normally doesn't work. I'm sitting here baffled. Like, wow, your number one job is to medicate me and not to get me off of it. And so that's a problem in itself. I always ask the doctors, what's their exit plan? They don't have one.
No, it's not taught that way.
Yeah,
we're not taught that way. But it's a mindset shift, though.
Oh my God!
We're educating you guys to shift your mind. Again, it takes courage to shift your mind because you want to know I can do this first of all. And I'm going to do this. So what you hear, you want to put it in practice. And it's going to take one step at a time. It's not easy.
It's not overnight.
It's not overnight. It's probably going to take a long time, but at least work towards it.
Absolutely.
To get, to where you need to be. And once you do that, you're going to feel better. And so you was talking, and so some of the things that I think of sometimes, I'll eat clean for a while, vegetables, fruits, and all of that. And then you go off the wagon and eat breads and gluten stuff, and then your stomach is full. It tastes good going down, but my goodness, 5 minutes later,
that's why people need naps.
I know. Well, that's where the mental health comes in. You need a nap because you're so tired, you're drained, you can't even get the next thing done. And it's horrible. It's really horrible. So if we pay attention to what we put in our mouth, and they say, "Oh, this thing really makes me feel this way," so we should shift that thought process and say, "I shouldn't eat that anymore," and just be deliberately intentional not to go back to that food. That stuff is powerful. Yeah. So we just, we're encouraging you guys to do this because, again, you don't need to go run to a doctor for everything. You can fix this stuff yourself, by watching what you put in your mouth. And so if you can, like Dr. Angel says, if she regulated her levels, she went up and then dropped it back down, just from what she eats, you can do the same thing.
And like you said, it takes courage to do so. And what does that look like? Some people just need applications, and things like that. What does this look like? First of all, it has to be intentional, and you have to make up your mind because it starts with the mental. And the mental is, I'm going to do this. I've made up my mind. And so I work with so many people as their coach because some people just need to be coached along the way because some people can't do this alone. So normally when there's an addict and we need that person to get help, what do? We take them to a place to detox. But we don't look at food that way. We don't think that they need to detox and that I'm taking this addict to a 30-day program.
For sure.
Okay, what does that look like on the other addiction side, which is food? And that is, I need to first make up in my mind that this is what I want to do. And then secondly, I need to say, what's in these cabinets that if I keep here, I'm going to eat? You see what I'm saying? And I hear people say, I know this is going to kill me, but I don't want to waste my money, so I'm going to go ahead and eat it up.
Oh, man.
Yes. I don't have I can't comprehend that. And so it's like, oh, that's going to kill me? Oh, you're going in the trash. And I'm not giving it to someone else.
Throw it in the trash.
And then you go in there and you have to remove the things because, like for me, I've been on this journey for 30 years, right? Guess what? If you put chips in my house that has salt on it, like I'm not going to eat Lay's potato chips because I'm so past that life. But I am saying if you put something in there that will be a healthier version without the seed oils, it may have an avocado oil or something like that on it. If I know that chip got some salt on it and it's like, no, it can't stay in here.
Yes.
To this day, do you see? Because anything salty or crunchy, that's my thing. I'm not thinking about no cake, no cookies, no pies. That's not my thing.
Right.
But if it's a crunchy chip or something like that, okay, don't put it in here. So I intentionally make sure that's what's in my house.
For sure.
So they have to start there, and it takes courage one day at a time. And then today, the world we live in, people don't cook.
That's the problem.
Do you know I cook probably 5 days out of the week? And if I eat somewhere, it's going to be a place that I chose that I know serve healthy food.
That's it.
That's how, that's where I'm at today, discipline. But it's like people don't cook at home. And it's like when you don't cook at home, you don't know what's in your food.
That's so true. That is.
And so it takes courage to sit down, plan out, make a plan. You have to plan this out to be successful as a person that's an addict.
Yes. You see how it's work. It's work, but it's doable.
It's doable.
It's doable. So you have to take
one day at a time.
And just start with writing down everything that you eat.
Yes.
That's going to make a difference.
Journal.
Yeah, journal. Yeah.
And you have to move.
Yes, you have to move. And throw away the stuff in your cabinet.
Boy.
Application. There you go. Application.
Yeah.
We don't need those extra things in the cabinets if it's not necessary.
Absolutely. And I would give them one thing that they can download that will help change their life. And it's called Bobby Approved App. So that's BOBBY app. And Bobby Approved app. And what you do is you download that from whatever play. If you scan it, and if Bobby said don't eat it, then that means that don't eat it. If it approve it, that means it has all clean ingredients in it.
No,
I use it everywhere I go. So it's not going to give me any food with seed oils in there. Do people know what seed oils are?
No.
So seed oils are canola oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil. Those are called industrial oils. They're not meant for the human consumption or the body. That's why people have such high levels of inflammation. So, let's get rid of those. What do I replace them with? Olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, and then they have one called beef tallow. And those are the ones are grass-fed butter or ghee.
Yes.
Those are healthy fats that they took away from us and gave us these, and we got sick.
Wow.
And so you want to be able to have those. So when you scan with Bobby Approved, it's going to not give you any foods that have seed oils in them. Awesome. It's not going to give you refined sugars and processed flours and things like that. It's going to tell you. And then after it tells you, it gives you a breakdown of what all of those unhealthy things will do to you.
Wow. And that's a free app.
Free app. I take it everywhere I go.
Oh. See, you can do that. That's the number one thing you can do. Step one.
Step one.
Get that app.
Yes.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's some good stuff.
Every grocery store know about Bobby. Costco's everywhere.
Bobby, Bobby Approved app.
Yep.
Okay. Good stuff. So we've gotten some applications. We have a stepping point. We have things to work on. So these are, number one, get the app. Number two, throw away all the stuff in your cabinet. Throw it away. Don't get rid of it. And then journal. Three easy things to start with.
And stop overeating.
Yes, and stop overeating. So when your plate is full, don't keep putting more stuff on it.
Yeah.
What about when you go out to eat? How does that Bobby Approved app work if you can't scan those things?
Well, if you're going to be intentional, you call or you find out before you go. Okay. So yes, so some places, especially when I'm traveling, but I've been doing it so long that I know where to go. But say like it's on the plaza, I'm like, I'm not getting paid to talk about them, but it's True Food Kitchen. Okay. They don't have they don't have seed oils. Okay. They don't have those type of things inside of the restaurant. So when I go in there and eat, I don't have to worry about it.
That's good stuff.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. And so I just go eat. Yeah. I'm not doing gluten or whatever, but I know what to get. Yeah. They have some amazing choices and things like that. So you have to be intentional about that. You call before you go. For sure. And you just say, do you serve this? And quit going to all of these fast food restaurants.
That's the key thing. We are so quick and easy to it's a microwave world. So we have to slow that down. That's what we have to do. Slow down the microwave world and get back into old school.
Yeah. good luck with this generation.
Yes,
but,
I know.
It's like,
right?
good luck with this generation.
Processed food.
They want it right now, and that's a problem. And their right now is causing them to be sick.
For sure.
We got the highest levels of type 2 diabetes in young people than the history of the world.
Man,
it is unbelievable. Like 5, 6, 7, 8. It's unbelievable.
Young
And heart
people.
disease, that's the number one killer right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always been a number one killer, but it's probably accelerated in the numbers.
100%.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. And it's just not a group of people. It's all people.
Yeah. So it's not your DNA or your genetics. People say it's my genetic type or whatever. So
because that same food is your genetics. If I eat McDonald's, you eat McDonald's, and we're different races of people, we're going to get the same outcome.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that is a myth. Don't think because your genetics says this, because you're African American, you're prone to hypertension more than other diseases. That's a false tale.
Yeah. And why is that? And it's because lifestyle. You know, different pressures, opportunities, you know, things are real. You know what I'm saying? And so if my stress level is higher than yours because you get to live a different lifestyle than me, then yes, it can elevate.
True that.
Do you see? Because it's not just only food. Stress plays a major role. And so it's just based on where you are and knowing what to do with it. So if I was in a situation where I was struggling or in poverty or something like that, if I had information, then I can try to use it along with my situation. But sometimes they don't even get that. Yeah.
That's a key point. Stress also does illness. We know that. That's another topic for another day. But you do want to take care of your nutrition.
Absolutely.
Because once you take care of that and then your mindset is clear, that might help with your stressors. So it's a trigger down. Everything is compounded. So once you get that mind right, you can get a lot of things done.
Absolutely. Yeah. If I'm stressed, I want. Where's my sugar?
Yes.
Where's my Where's my what you call
ice
nutrition serotonin? It's really not, but they using ice cream for it to get that same good feeling that is naturally there.
There. So again, this has been a wonderful topic. I mean, you guys, I hope you learned so much from Dr. Byrd, and you can also reach her again, you know, if you have questions. She's willing to answer your questions. She does take patients. What do you call them? Clients. I'm a nurse. Patients always in my head. She takes clients. So again, you can reach out to her, and she'll give you her contact information where you can reach her, and she can answer questions, or you can be a client, or however that could be. Is that okay?
Yeah. So you go to my website, which is www.vibrantlife Wellness Center, Vibrant Life Wellness Center, or you can email me at dra.vibrantlifewellnesscenter.com.
Awesome. Prayerfully, you guys got some information. This is good stuff today, because we want you to live a little bit longer. We all have an expiration date. We know that, but we need to take care of our body. This is a gift. God gave us this gift, and we must take care of our bodies. So if we do not take care of what we have, guess what? You're throwing away the gift.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like you got a gift and you threw it away, you know, because you didn't care about it. So again, we want you to be healthy the best way you can be healthy. So again, Dr. Byrd, we thank you so much for being here today. This has been a wonderful topic. And again, reach out to her. She has some information. This is stuff that people don't give you readily. You go to the doctor, they're going to give you a pill. So you can get some good information versus a pill. So again, not to say that not to go to your doctor. Get that information still, and then still reach out to her. Again, my name is Musudeen Harrell. This is your Live Courageous podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. Thank you.